Hello everyone, welcome back to the Technical Beast server. Now I haven't been on here for a little while, I've been really busy with other stuff, and I've really been waiting on UU matter. Now, we've got 50 stacks there, so I think it's about time that we really get on and finish this area, because I think people are waiting on it. And what I want to do is put maybe 2 or 3 ultimates on each corner. That should be enough to power most of the machines we have here. Gonna move all this stuff and set up different arrays of it. But before we start all that, we're going to check out this new block. For version 8, you can now make amber blocks. And I want to know if light can go through them. So I'm really interested to see if it's actually practical to use it for this build. Are they actually see-through or not? Well, they are translucent. Now what I want to know is if you can get solar panels to get energy through them. So if you're looking at one there, he's charging up and he's finished now. I want to just dump that on top. Oh, no light. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. That would have been really nice, because I was looking for blocks and things to cover these with, to make it safe and keep it in the same sort of theme. It looks like they're made to be bare panels or reinforced glass. So I'm going to collect some materials together, and I've got Raven's Child on here as well tonight, so I might do something with him. So, I'll see you in a bit, guys. So I'm back for a progress update, and actually there's 3 of us online now. So hopefully we'll have to do something with the other guys at some point. So what I've done is set up our automatic induction smelters. They are powered over here with ultimates. 2 of them on that, going to a nice array of MFSUs. And we're not worried about how many we use because we have a huge amount of them, and it acts as a gigantic buffer. Not that we'll need it, but just in case we ever want to expand anything, it's there. And it comes down here. Gets broken down to 128s, comes into the induction smelter array. Now with the induction smelters, you need them constantly powered to keep this heat up, so that things go through them faster. And you can't actually power the machines directly, as in you can't run a wire across the case facings, because it will actually get annoyed with the filters, and the filters just stop working. Don't know if it's a bug or anything, but we can get it to work when they were that close. But it works like this. So it's got these powered from the back, turning these on full heat. We then got filters pulling the items out of the induction furnaces at intervals. It's quite slow at the moment, I think, every 2 seconds. They then come through into an item tesseract, like so. And I'll show you the tesseracts in a second, but this is the tesseract that goes in, if you want to be simple about it. So that's the in for the system, and this is the out. And the out for here is the in for the master system. So just really quickly, to keep it simple, this is the player inflow. So if the player wants to put some items in like so, they can put it in. They'll then be sent through to the item tesseract, which is actually linked to this one, which could be put straight into here, but it's just easier to do this way. They come through. If those items need sorting at all, so if they need to be furnaced, or macerated, or smelted, or anything like that, then that will happen. And we pick what things we need to do for that by filters. So at the moment I've got 27 options on each setup. Only the induction furnace setup so far. So things like I've got cobble in here, sand, cobble, aluminium ore. These are things that will automatically be smelted from our quarries. So these tesseracts will be hooked straight up to the quarries, and they'll bypass this player input. So this chest will never ever be filled up, in theory, which would be lovely to have. We won't need to interact with the quarries at all. We won't even see the items from the quarries in here. Very nice. So they'll go through, and if they don't get sent through these, they'll keep going and go into the sorting system. As you can see, there's iron, the gold bars are going in, and you see them going along. Now, the wonderful thing with tesseracts are that if you go through buildcraft pipes, so things like cobble, don't have any on me at the moment, just the cobble pipes, then you don't need anything at all next to them. You can just put it straight on, it'll throw the items into them. You don't need any engines or anything like that. But by using the magic pipes, you need a relay next to it, and they will throw the items into the relay, they won't throw the items into the pipes. So that's all you need. It's a very simple setup, and far cleaner than the previous one, far cleaner. And I haven't really seen many YouTubers use tesseracts yet, and they are amazingly powerful. We're actually going to be powering the whole of our MJ side over here, so all the lasers and everything else for that, so all the things from the thermal expansion, from one tesseract over here, which is then drawing power from over there, which we might go over there today and show you. So what else I've got here? Now, at the moment, like I said, I had all this UV matter. I actually been making them into iridium plates. I've got quite a lot of them actually. There's even some more in here. Yep. But the problem is, my bottleneck for making things is actually advanced alloy, would you believe? Look, I can make another 30 odd plates in there, so I've really got the plates to be made. I just need the alloy. Now in version 8, if you go on here, for the alloy there are 22 pages of different recipes. And they've changed them quite a lot. So you can now get 9 a go, which is wonderful, because we always run out of our brass and our bronze, and our copper for that matter. And you now need this tungsten steel ingot, which you need a vacuum freezer for, and then you need to have an industrial blast furnace, which does 3000 Kelvin. And I've upgraded this, lots and lots of pink, nice mix match of colours. Actually does 3100, but there you go. And I'm now cooking some tungsten ingots with steel and getting the hot tungsten steel. Just a mouthful really, hard for me to say. Now I've got a vacuum freezer, and these need advanced machine casings and reinforced machine casings. They're very particular. So I'm going to set this up over here somewhere just for a temporary thing before we move everything around, because I need the alloy to then set up the ultimate solar panels, to then set up the machines. So everything here is still temporary. It should all be moved by the end, I hope, if I have time. So I set up this and I'll be back with you. So this is set up now, and there you go. That's how it looks. There is a pink corner on each side. I'm just going to call it a corner. You know what I mean. And it takes 128 in, and it's not that fast, I guess. And the recipes were confusing me. You see here, you go from 30k to 30k. 60k to 60k. So I think this is repairing coolant cells if you're using them in a reactor or something. I'm not sure. I'm sure one of you can tell me what they actually do. The only one that makes sense to me is the recipe for this, and it just makes it so that I can use it in whatever I want. That's what I'm going on. I don't really think we'll be using this very often at all, but for the moment, when I don't have much copper or brass, I have some there, but not really a huge amount, I'd rather use this just for the moment, just to test out using 9 a go. As you can see, it's a nice way of doing it. And I do forget which one is cheaper, copper and zinc, or I think bronze is cheaper. Yeah, bronze is cheaper. So I'll be making some bronze next instead of the brass. I was using the brass for something else. And it comes through to here. And I've still got quite a lot of these to make still. So I'll get on them, and I'm just getting ready to make some more ultimates, which I'll put around the sides, and I'll be back to you then. Okay, time to make these panels. So let's see, how many can we make? 5. And we're actually limited now on uranium, which is hilarious because we've got a whole load more plates to make and a whole load more to use. I've got sonarium here, we've got loads of them, but not enough uranium, so we're going to have to set up some quarries really soon so we can get loads of them. But 5 should be enough for the moment, so I can put 2 on each side, and I've already got one over there anyway, so that should be enough. I don't think I'll be using more than 1000 EU, well, more than 1000 per tick effectively on any sort of array of machines, maybe just under that. So this side's got the induction smelters. Need to put the macerators down there, I think. We can do some induction furnaces over there. Induction smelters, I mean. Yes, induction furnaces, macerators, induction smelters, and then we've got these machines to go up the top somewhere neater. I think we might move this back a bit and have just the front showing. Might look, well, I'm not going to look at how to cable these up today because these are quite complicated, getting things in and out of them automatically. So I might keep them manual for now, but I will set up the automatic ones today for the macerators and the induction smelters, definitely. And in the meantime, Codecraft's actually logged on, and Raven's Child has been busy down here. He's been resetting how this spawner works. This is the gold spawner. Is it open at the moment? Or is it just a jar? Oh, it is just a jar. There we are. So this is just an EXP farm now, and I think there's turtles killing them, or they're just being done from fall damage. I don't know now. No, turtles are there. So the turtles are gaining experience and giving it here, which is nice. And then they've been enchanting lots of books. These books are ones that Raven's Child did, and you can actually enchant this armor. So we're going to try a couple of things here. And let's see. I have a feather falling here. I don't know if this will even work. I think it may reduce the amount of energy it consumes when I land. So that should work. I don't know if you can then pile them on anymore. I don't think protection. Oh, they would stack. Very cool. So we've got some protection ones here. And if I merge these together. Oh, can't you merge protection books together anymore? Oh, that's sad. No, I could have protection boots. I could do that. Or we're going to have protection plate. Protection plate, I think we'll do that. Can we then go even further? Ooh, protection 4 gravity chest plate. I think that's pretty cool. What else have we got here? We got some Vorpal, some Fortune, some Knockback, and this Vajra is actually classed as a tool rather than a weapon, so Knockback doesn't work on it, but things like Fortune do, which is quite cool. So I think we either want Fortune or Silk Touch on this. I think I really want Silk Touch, so we'll wait for getting one of them sometime. So we've got a nice plate, a nice that. Have we got anything for the helmet? I think I had Aqua Affinity. And really we want a respiration somewhere, so we'll do that one. Is there respiration hanging around anywhere? Frugal, efficiency, Vorpal, Soul Stealer. I'm going to look through these and see if there's anything useful, and I might do some more book enchantments. Looks like I gotta take a break from what I was doing to save Exuma, because he kept dying. Where are you, Exuma? Come to me. There you are. Where are you going? Come on, Exuma. Portal. Hello? Yes? There you go. He seems a bit confused. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this and be back in a minute. And we interrupt this to save Juanes. Everyone keeps dying today and appearing back at spawn. There you are. Go through. There we go. So we're doing some enchanting, and I'm about to do some more. So I'll be back at the anvil. It seems this was set up just for experience. The drops just get laid around, it seems. But yeah, that's okay. I'm not really that bothered at the moment. We've got loads of gold. So we'll just see what we can get from this last book attempt. Respiration 2. Oh, that's good enough. Now you can just keep combining them, so Respiration 2 with another Respiration 2 would give me Respiration 3 on Helmet. So let's see, Helmet can go Respiration 2. which I need some more levels, so I'm going to get some more levels and be right back. With some more levels achieved, and should be some more in the jar as well, we're going to finish off this armour as much as we can. So with the helmet, we want protection. Now, in vanilla, protection actually makes the armour value go down faster. So this may be a bad thing to do, but we can always try and put this in the uncrafting table and just repair it again like that if need be. So that's protection 4 helmet, and if we have the respiration 2 on that as well. Aqua Infinity 1, respiration 2, protection 3, or protection 5, 4, that one. So if I get another protection respiration 2, then I can make that into a pretty decent helmet. What else we got here? We've got the boots. Now I've got some protection here, more protection here. I need to get some more levels. Need 7 for that. Come to me, come to me. So I just went up like 10 levels at once. So on that goes feather falling 4, protection 4 boots. Now hopefully that works a better way. So when you fall, normally for these they're calculated so that it reduces the energy in this to counteract the amount of damage you would have taken from the fall. And hopefully this actually reduces that amount. So hopefully on here that's beneficial. On here it might not be. And we're going to do protection plate there, and we're going to try and offset any sort of effect from this protection effect. So if that goes down quicker because of protection, we want to go unbreaking. So protection 4, unbreaking 3. We're going to see if that does anything. And we've got legs now. I've got a protection 3 left. More levels. So hopefully I have another protection 3 lying around somewhere. Oh, let's get off the jar. There we are. And I really want to get the last bit of the respiration, but I think we'll do that another day. So all we need now is Silk Touch on this Vajra, and maybe Unbreaking. I think yeah, Unbreaking should be able to go on that. Max boots, pretty much max helmet, maximum chest, pretty decent legs. So I think I'm going to stop now with enchanting for today. I'm going to go back and do the machines, so I'll be back with you when I'm ready to represent the automated system as of now. I think that fits. And a little bit of progress update again. I've done another setup as well, but Prizey's back from skiing now, so hopefully next video. I did promise last time that this video would be the fusion reactor, but we're gathering materials for it now. And we have to set up quarries again because we run out of copper. It takes over 6,000 copper, he tells us, which we don't have. So we're trying to get this ready to set up the quarries so we can just run with it. I don't need to set up all the machines for the quarries, just the basic ones. So I've done the furnaces like I had before, and I've done the rotating macerators now. But before I show you that, we've got a little toy here, cloaking device. So we're going to F5, like so, put on this, there you are. That's pretty awesome. But it starts off with 10 million EU, so it's been a few seconds now. 8 million. It just used up a huge amount of energy. Absolutely ginormous. So I don't actually know what use the cloaking device is, but the only thing we could actually find to power it up with was our AESU. I hate these acronyms, I really do. And it charges it quite well there. It's the only thing we found that does it. It doesn't work in the MFSUs. So, a bit weird there, but he made one anyway. They're quite expensive actually. Lapatronic energy, so it's about 5 iridium. Bit of a weird item. I don't know if that actually has any practical use at all in a server, but oh well, we got one now. We can say we've done it. So I put this armor back on. I went and put efficiency on this Vag, even though I know it doesn't do anything, just for fun. So over here, I actually went and mirrored the setup identically, I think, to that one over there, and these are rotating macerators. And I was playing with the stepping down from these transformers, and I worked out I needed 32 of them, of the LVs, to power this, to break down all of the energy. And I thought, no, I'm not doing that, that's ridiculous. I had a huge amount of them here, and I thought, no, it just looks too messy. Not having it. Is there an easy way around it? So I knew that you can get transformer upgrades for these as add-ons, so I went and made them. So now these, instead of running off a 32, they're running off 128 directly. It's probably wasting a load of power doing that, but really I'm not that bothered. I've got 2 ultimates on this side, and no, I'm not just powering these from the ultimates. I will be powering other things as well, anything else we want. I might bring down other machines such as the blast furnace and all that, and put them down here as well. And just have item tesseracts and relays, so I can throw things into the relay. It will send the items down here, cook them, whatever it does, and then throw them back. So ideally, at the end, this whole top here will have a few machines which you need to interact with. So probably the centrifuges, which you really need to see, because if you put an odd amount of stuff into them and they get stuck, a bit annoying if you have to go down there every single time and unbung them. But things like the furnace can go down there, I guess, as long as you don't put the one silicone through. That might be a bit annoying. So we can put them down there all we can, so the minimum machines should be up here, and then we can just have, I don't know, chests or relays to put things into. If we want to smelt a couple of things individually, then we can throw them through, they'll get smelted and then come back through the same chest, which would be pretty cool. So I'm going to get on with this now and set up my next load of machines. I'll be back to you then. Okay, so I'm done my work for today. Unfortunately, Pricey has not got his resources to do anything with his reactor yet. I'm going to help him out getting the rest of the materials for it though. And Rabens is not ready to present anything because his MJ system is not complete. He still will expand it a lot. And you can see all the machines here are gone. They're not placed yet. I have to organise them with the other guys and see where we want them, which ones we want fully automated, which ones we don't, and see where we put everything. Also got to wait on Rabens to see how much energy we're going to get from his MJ system, and then what machines I want here using that power. So it looks much better for the moment, and these machines here are just an auto crafting tester, some rolling machines. They're not really that important. I'm not going to remove them right now. This machine is something different, which is going to be helping Pricey a lot with his system, but I'll look at that in a second. Down here, I really like this. I'm definitely going to be building this on my Let's Play, on my single player. If you didn't know, I do have a single player for Feed Beast, and I love this system. It works brilliantly. So we've got induction furnaces, roastery macerators. I really can't speak today. I am sorry. I'm really tired. Compressor. At the moment, it's only compressing iridium, and I can't put the other ones on yet because things keep flooding into it, and I'll do it when the quarries are finished. Extractor here, just doing sticky resin at the moment, and then it comes out to here. So the machine's going round. You've seen this already. You've seen this one already. Over here, they look exactly the same, but these ones are the centrifuge extractors. These are powered through MVs as well. They've got the upgrades on them. And really, everything I put through keeps up with them, even without tons of overclockers. In this one, I haven't got any overclockers at all, although I haven't got anything going through them, which might be a point. So compressors here, and these are the extractors, which is very nice. So it's all automated like that, and it will produce what I want. I'm still in the process of when things come through, things like when it macerates copper, for instance. I haven't actually yet put the copper ore in things like this in here. For this one I have, but for a lot of the ingredients I haven't. So there's still things going through the system which I need to check and resort, because I haven't really gone through all the materials yet. I'm sure when the quarries get down to the bottom, I'd have all the extra resources to be able to do that. Steel production is done. This is how it will stay, I think. Oh, that one, oh, it is on. You just throw some coal in, throw some iron in, and it'll cook it all. I think that's as far up as it needs to be. I don't think there needs to be any more automated. You can do it quite easily with routers and things, but for the moment, that's fine. And I'm producing far more energy than I will ever need to acquire here. I've only got 8 ultimates. No, I said 8. Only, I mean. Talking is not a good day. So these come down and go to each MV load. These ones at the ends are in a straight bit down there because I had more space. Down there I didn't. And all the black blocks that are around those MV transformers are actually just so I don't connect up the wires to the wrong places, because in the middle there is the high voltage. And if you put a piece there, then it will blow them up, which is not fun. And in here I have my copper production experiment. Now, Raven's Child was doing this before the number 8 update, and I thought I'd give it a go as well and see what I could do with it. So I've got an ignis extruder which deposits its stuff into the magma crucible. Now you can use netherrack, it's much more efficient doing that, but it's not renewable where this is, and I'd want to make a system here that I can then scale up and maybe do it 10-15 times the size and just burst out copper everywhere. So that puts the lava into here, which then goes into the centrifuge. When the centrifuge gets up to 16, it will then make electrum, copper, tin and tungsten. Everything goes into here apart from the tin. The tin then goes along to here into a automatic crafting table, which then makes new cans because the cans are used up, takes it to the router, no not the router, the relay, throws it into the other relay and goes into there. Once this relay is full up, so as this is producing more cans than it actually uses, there will be an overflow. So what I've got here is just saying that when it's full up, it will then start putting them into this barrel, and that should stay for quite a while. And all it's powered is by the energy tesseract and my AESU, which is being quite lazy there. So it's just a little test thing, but if it works good, which it seems to be at the moment, I might need to make it a little bit faster by having more magma crucibles. So we have to look at. But I will finalise a design for next time and put it somewhere, I think, because I think probably need 6,000 copper. Yeah, copper shortage is big. And I'll sort out all these machines for next time as well, or during next time. So, that's all I have time for. Thank you very much for joining me, guys, and I'll see you next time.